Sweet. Alrighty then. Got my matcha. Silence my phone. Oops. It's not what I want. Do 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 do. There we go. Think we're online. Audio sounds good. Alrighty. Oh. Cool. Let's do this thing. Do 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 do. Oh, probably should have named this something. There we go. All right. Keep that over there. Okay. Let's see. So what are we going to build? So basically, I was working on a project and I was building a thing, and the need came along for me to build a video filter. And I was already building it in React, so I decided let's check out these React hooks and see what they're all about, because I figure it's a pretty easy way to manage your state for something like this. So I ended up building that, and this is just kind of an overview of what I did to make that happen. So let me show you what the mock-up is supposed to look like. So basically this piece right here, yeah, this piece right here is a really crappy wireframe. Just gonna have videos on the top, some category, and then the various categories we have, and then cards that represent each one of those. Pretty straightforward. So I got Code Sandbox open here. I got some starting data that we're going to start with that looks like this. So each video is going to have an image URL, which I'm actually probably not going to do anything with, the title, and then a single category. And that's our starting data that we're going to be working with. And I'm going to do everything within app.js, just because it's a lot easier just to manage everything in here instead of trying to break it out into individual components and stuff. I will break out some components. As you see, we have a card component and an app component. And right now it's not doing anything. So I guess the first thing we got to do is let's scaffold out our app. So I kind of started it already. So I'm using Bulma for the CSS. So in case you don't know what it is, it's a CSS framework. It's pretty sweet. It allows you to scaffold stuff pretty fast. All right. So the first thing, we're gonna have this. We're gonna have our videos title, like our mockup, and then we're gonna have some categories within that. Now let's create a section for all the categories. So we're gonna make a div. It's going to be columns and is multi-line, and you'll see why in a second. Let's close that out. The fact that Code Sandbox doesn't have Emmet is super annoying, but hey, whatever. And then we're going to make a column. Oops. Column. That is, oops, also is full. Okay, and this is just for establishing our different fields. So this part isn't really all that important. This is just scaffolding, but okay. And then, all right. Equals, whoops. Control, All right, and let's put a button. Whoops. And we'll call that button. And I guess I don't need those brackets. Button. Oh yeah, I do. I do need those brackets. Button and is primary. And this is just to get an idea of all of the buttons, or all the category buttons. And it's just a button. Doesn't do anything. Cool. All right. And this is where all our categories are going to go. Okay. Next, let's build out the rest of the card component just so we have an idea of what we're dealing with. So our card component, I don't want it to return card. Actually, let's do that in a minute. Yeah. All right. So, well, maybe we should create the categories. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So in here, so this is like going to be a single item, right? So we're just going to delete that for a second. Let's map over our categories or our videos. Oh, crap. Never mind. Leave that there for a second. We have to create our categories first. Oops. Categories equals, and then it's going to be a bunch of stuff, right? So rock, EDM, dance. Cool. And the reason why I did uppercase is because of when I built the database, it was using enums, and the enums generally in GraphQL should be uppercase, so that's why I did it that way. All right, now here's the actual React hooks part. So we're going to say active categories, and we're going to say set active categories. We're going to use useState. And then in the beginning, we're just going to set an initial state of rock. All right, so what this is doing, so useState is a React thing. It's how you, or function, it's how you manage your state using React hooks instead of set state. And you're going to receive two functions, or two items. Yeah, two items back when you use useState. So this is your state that you're going to be, like one item of your state that you're going to be managing within this app. And this is how you set it. So usually the convention is you say, like, you know, this is my thing and this is set that thing. And then when you initially set it up, you're going to use useState and then pass in your initial state. So initial state, useState, this is our state, and this is how we set our state. And for the sake of testing, I'm not going to pass in all the categories. I just want to do one right now, and you'll see why in a second. Cool. So now that we have that set up, this is our state. Now we can come down here. Okay. We're going to delete that, and we're going to do this. Now we're going to loop over our categories, which is our const variable up there. And we're going to get a cat back. And we're going to return this. Now initially, obviously, this is this category a bunch of times. But if we go over here and type correctly, now we get our categories. Nice. And then, yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to get rid of this is primary for a second. Within here, I'm going to do something. I'm going to say, I'm going to make an active variable. This is going to end up being a Boolean. So active cats, which is our state, dot includes the cat, which is this, cat, cat. Now it's going to say whether it's active or not. Now we can come down here using a little template literals. We can say if it's active, return whoa is primary. Sick. Boop, boop, boop. Now obviously still doesn't do anything, but because we set rock as initial and looped over all of them, the only one that's highlighted as primary is that one. Good stuff. Okay. Now let's start. Hang on a second. There we go. Prettier. Okay. Now, a button is useless if it doesn't have an on-click handler, right? Like, we need it to do something. So, let's go to the end here. On click, we want it to run a function. So we'll call it handle update cats. We'll save that. And it's broken because there's no handle update cats. So let's write that up here. Function, handle, update, cats. Now, when we click on it, we're going to get an event object, and we're going to do something with that event object. So the way I got this organized is I can grab the category from inside the button itself. This won't work if you put like emojis or like some other stuff. You have to do some data attributes, or you can just pass in the cat or, you know, whatever. But for the sake of this, we're going to do that. So e target dot inner text. And because I don't trust anybody, upper case. And that is our category. So e dot target dot class list dot toggle is primary. Now, doing this, so we got our category. We're not doing anything with it yet, but this is how we can toggle our class on. So those work, but it's not actually updating the state yet. That comes next. So if active cats dot includes our category, we have to do something. So we're going to get our new state, which equals active cats. Oops. And we need to filter out that category. And we're going to return, the cat if it is not equal to the category. And then set active cats new state. So this is what's happening, okay? We're grabbing our category from inside the button, just this word, and because I don't trust myself, I'm converting it to uppercase. And then, so now I'm going to check. Does active cats, which is our state, whatever state that it's in, includes this category? We need to remove it because we're toggling, right? Toggle on and off. So we're going to create a new array and then set active cats to that array. So our new array is equal to whatever our current state is with our category filtered out of it. So what a filter does is it creates a new array based on whatever you do here. So we're saying return, as it goes over each item, return it if the item that gets passed in is not equal to this category up here. And we end up with our new state object. All right. So if it does include it, remove it. If it doesn't, then add it. This is considerably easier. So our new state equals active cats dot concat. Our category. Man, autocomplete here is trash. All right. Set active cats new state. And this could probably be refactored one way or another, you know, but whatever. It's good enough for now. Now, we click on it. Still does the same thing, but it is updating the state. Just the React Dev tools are here. Okay. Let's see. See, state, rock, EDM, EDM off, nothing. See, that's amazing. All right, cool. Goodbye. So now we have our handle clicker. So now our buttons are getting updated. That's pretty sweet. And we have all our categories looped over. That's also pretty sweet. Nice. Okay. So now let's go back because obviously we need to display them, right? So let's do this. Let's finish the functionality for that. So return card. All right. So let's go down here to, oh boy, where are we? let's see. I'm trying to remember where I put it. I think it is. Yeah. So let's just collapse this for a second. It should be below that, but still inside that. All right. So we're going to create a new div, or sorry, we're going to do this. We're going to loop over our videos, .map. And for now, we're just going to return the card. Card. Because that's all the videos. Yeah. But in order to get this layout to work, we need to add a div on the outside. Class name equals, let's see, so we got to do some stuff here in a minute. So I'm going to do backticks. Column is 1/4. And we'll leave that for now. I'm screwing this all up. All right. And then close the div. Oops. Okay. Card. Sweet. Yeah, so if we expand it, it'll do it, but you know, mobile styling. All right. So that's all our cards. And then we know that we want to pass in our video. And we also want to pass in, well, actually, I don't think I even end up doing that. Just the video. Because the visibility thing is going to be handled up here. Cool. All right. Let's see. Right, so let's go back up and build our card app out. Okay. So our card component, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so bear with me for a second. So div, Bulma has a built-in card component styling, so we're going to do that. And then for our style, yeah, and then let's close that out. And then, so this is like, I took this specific thing off of the docs for it. Image is 4x3. Oops. 4x3. Just because it helps not having to deal with that. And then I'm just going to paste in this image tag. After I close the figure tag. Because now this is going to give us an image for each one of them. Cool. And close it, make it a little better. All right. And that's our card image. So then below that, we want to have the card content. All right, and then I wonder if I can get away with just doing this. Title. Yeah, that'll work. And then let's do H4 category. And then yeah, that's fine. We'll just leave it at that. Cool. So we know, check down here. So we passed in the video, right? From the video. So we should have some stuff we can play around with. As you know, notice I don't need that. When I did this component, I destructured the video from the props, and we can grab that here. Title, category, and come down here. Title, category. And voila, rock video, rock. Now, if we click this, nothing happens. Doesn't do shit. But with one final step, we can get this to work. And it's fairly simple. Okay. So we're going to kind of do the same thing that we did earlier. What happened? Here in our videos loop, there's a const is active equals active cats dot includes video dot category, right? So then now if we go down here, is active, well, let's make this easier. So is not active, and we'll make it hidden, which is hidden, right? So now, nothing. Only our rock videos, only our EDM videos, only our dance videos, or all the videos. Let's check it out. EDM, rock, dance. Nice, right? And we can do probably one more thing in here. So if active cats dot length equals 0, let's do this. No videos. Nice. And that's pretty much it. That is everything. So again, so we got two components. We got this card component, and we've got this app component. We've set some initial, or we've grabbed some initial categories. You could pull this from an API or whatever, you know, however you manage your category settings. We're setting active cats. We're setting our initial state. We have a handle, click handler, and then we're rendering our app component. We're rendering all our category buttons dynamically. We're rendering our videos dynamically, and then we're updating them using some very simple button logic. I think that's pretty sweet. Yeah. I guess that's it for this round. Hope everybody had a good time. All right. Deuces.